How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. Today is going to be day 70 in the Ultimate Guide series, and we have a lot of critical and important information concerning the release of Vera 2.0. So we're going to go ahead and break this video down into a few sections. The first section is going to talk about the official patch notes for Vera. Then we're going to discuss the creator event with a lot of prizes, including dark crystals and Twitch drops. Following that, some dev questions that have been answered to us concerning the release of Vera and what will happen with certain things. And then my plans for Vera, what I'm doing to prep up to that point in terms of holding on to certain activities. And finally, a code giveaway at the end, which is going to be given out on my Twitch, my YouTube, my Discord, all the socials, everything there. I'm going to start giving out a lot of codes here because I have a ton to give out. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. And speaking of that Twitch, I will be streaming today. In addition to that, have a Vera 2.0 tier list video previewed live on my Twitch stream today, so be sure to check that out and be on the lookout for it on YouTube later on. So let's go ahead and dive into the first section, which is going to talk about the official Vera patch notes. When is this going to happen? It's going to happen on October 20th, which is going to be from 6 to 9 UTC plus 0. So translated into my time zone, that's going to be 2 a.m. EST to 5 a.m. EST, which means that it's going to be really early in the morning when Vera releases. But that's okay because Vera contains a lot of content. So let's go ahead and start talking about that. We are getting a new map, the Vera sector, which is going to be the Cyberpunk City, Miraria, and Gray Space areas, which is very nice to see. There's also some additional function that allows you to skip the Asperia or the starter world and somehow go to start in Vera. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll give it a go. I plan to start an extra account, so we'll see how that works. And then we have the new story chapter unlocked, the Land of Sand. I like that it rhymes, but that will allow us to see what happens after the current story in Asperia. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's definitely really good. Then we have the new Simulacrum, Ruby, and Ruby's Matrix, which is going to be very nice. A fire character coming in addition to Cobalt, so fire element is looking pretty powerful at this point with 2 limited characters on the board. So we'll have to see how that stacks up against some of the other teams. The level cap is going to be increased to level 80 with corresponding rewards. Now I'm wondering if this is what they're saying it is, if it's like, oh, you can potentially go to 80, but we're slowly gonna gate you over time, or if we're just straight allowed to jump to 80, because that's going to change a lot of things. There might be a bit of a grind spree going on and everybody racing to level 80. We'll have to see how it goes. I don't know what the correct interpretation of this is. In the past, they have gated us with the level cap, so it's been like 72 is allowed, then 74 is allowed, then 76 is allowed. So it's been like a slow trickle out. I'm expecting that to be the same, but who knows, maybe we'll have a surprise and we'll be able to race all the way to level 80. In addition to that, we have new equipment unlocking, which is going to be the combat engine. It's going to be a completely separate slot, and it's going to come with a lot of powerful percent bonuses. So you're going to want to be on the lookout for this one. That is the only new piece of gear we are getting. So if anybody was talking about visors and all kinds of reactors and stuff, we're not getting that. Just the combat engine, right? That's the only thing we're getting in global. We have new instances, including the endgame and Sadness Valley, which is, I believe, the Puppeteer and also that Aberrant guy. So there's going to be some really cool things coming out with that. More difficult levels available for instances and the raid, which is nice. That's talking about raid hard mode, and some challenges, which is really good because I think people are really wanting to see where they stack up in in-game opportunities versus each other, which is new and exciting. So we'll be sure to be checking that one out. Then we have Dimensional Trials and Space-Time Domain level 6, which will further increase the rewards in terms of gold and weapon materials. So that's going to be a welcome adventure to spend your vitality on. Wormhole will be available for level 75 onwards, so we're going to have a new wormhole being pushed forward. Rewards for items and instances are adjusted. That's very mysterious. Reward items for some instances adjusted. What instances? I guess we'll just have to find out. I'll go ahead and investigate on that and see if I can get some more info as soon as all of that stuff drops. A new outfit system for Mia. I wasn't even aware that Mia had outfits to begin with that you could change. But we'll go ahead and check that out and see what all is in the cards there. And then speaking of cards, we also have a sex change card available in the stores. So if you messed up and you don't want to be whatever you made your character, you can go ahead and do that. It should allow you to revamp your character and create it anew. So that's some cool stuff coming in there. And then we have a new event called a Fresh Start for players entering a server that have been active for up to 30 days. So if that server has been alive for 30 days and you create a new character on there, you're going to get a sort of bonus event. If you are a returning player, there's something for you called the Stellar Way Restart, which is going to allow you to start earning up currency to basically catch up from where you left off. And then there's going to be support rewards available in the store for players that participate in team ups. I believe this is talking about the purple currency from support points. So that's going to allow you to earn additional items and goodies, and I believe there's matrix rolls and some other good stuff in there, so that's going to be really nice to see. We also have the new daily Vera bounty missions, which is going to be exciting because more bounty missions means more goodies, more prizes, more nucleus, and we will always take those every single time. And a new daily bounty mission available for Vera, so you can do the missions in Vera or Asperia. It's going to be your choice on that one. Now that we have covered the content, let's talk about the fixes in the Vera 2.0 version. You can read through all of them yourself, but I'm going to pick out the important ones here. I think that there's going to be increased rewards for the purple and orange dust for some battles. I don't know what battles those are talking about, but that is there. We also have controller related updates, so that's going to be good news for everybody playing with the PS5 controller, the Switch Pro, or the Xbox controller. I know a lot of people have been like, hey, give us a little something extra, so hopefully that fixes a few things for you guys. We have optimized difficulty levels for some raids. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna lower the amount of health on some of those mobs. I know in some of the joint ops we had some strong HP mobs, and some of the later raids were definitely particularly strong. There's also some translation and localization issues that have been fixed, so that's going to be really good. And this one is going to be a bit of a weird one here. Optimize weekly dark crystal rewards for sequential phantasm. What does that mean? I have no idea, but it looks like dark crystals are being pulled into the sequential phantasm rewards, which is nice to see. Optimize the boss respawn time and rewards in the artificial island, so that means that every Monday we are going to get these bosses now. They say and the rewards as well, so but in the past optimization hasn't always been good or in our favor. If you guys remember the Frontier Clash reward optimization, oh no, we don't talk about that. Optimize weekly activity missions and rewards, and they do confirm here that the weekly activity progress and rewards will be reset after the update. So it is 100% safe from this patch notes to go ahead and claim your weekly activity rewards, but there are a few other things I'm going to hold on to, and I'll talk about that in the My Plan section. Next, we have the compensation, which is going to be the important part because this is where we get the goodies. Free dark crystals, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to read them off because this is a lot. Maintenance compensation, 300 dark crystals. Bug fix compensation, another 300 dark crystals. Client update compensation, 200 more dark crystals. And a sex change compensation. And the sex change compensation, which is going to give you access to a free sex change card ticket, which is going to be nice to see. Instances, crystal dust adjustment compensation, 3 vitality solutions, which is also good. Weekly reset compensation, 100 dark crystals, and raid compensation, Space Orientator. Space Orientator is a device that will allow you to increase the maximum amount of raids that you can do within a week. So I think this is their way of saying like, hey, with the raids, it may not reset, but here's this ticket so you can do some more. So we'll get into some details on why I'm holding that, and we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. So that was a lot. That was the Vera patch notes. There is a ton of stuff to digest there, and it's very, very interesting. The next thing that we have coming up is going to be the Vera 2.0 streaming challenge. This is a creator event. It's going to start on the 20th. which is exactly when Vera launches, and you have a registration period to sign up. So if you are somebody who streams on Twitch, this is going to be for you. They have a lot of goodies, including these community rewards, which range from 4 hours streamed to 16 hours streamed, and you can get quite a few dark crystals from this. Following that, they have an outstanding rewards category, which is going to reward top streamers in different categories and measurements and give them prizes in USD, and there's quite a bit of money here, so this is really awesome. I hope all my creator friends know about this, they get on top of this and register in time, because it will be super fun just to see everything booming on Twitch. And speaking of that, we also have the Twitch Bounty Board Challenge, which seems to be for French and German players only. I don't know what this is exactly, but it might be some kind of loophole to get around certain regulation or law or something. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Can anybody from those regions comment down below and let me know why this is particularly here? But following that, we have the important stuff, which is going to be the Twitch drops, which is going to contain Gart crystals as well as gold and red nucleus, SR relic shard boxes, a portrait, and an avatar frame, which is going to be really nice. So there's all kinds of goodies here. Make sure to be on top of that. Watch your favorite Twitch streamer, Sethphir, and then go ahead and collect all your rewards, and it should be a good time. So we got a lot of exciting things coming up here. Now that we have that out of the way, I wanted to talk about a few questions that I asked the developers personally, and this is going to lead into why my plans are, well, my plans. So the first question that I asked the developers was about the bygone rewards. Should I be holding my bygone rewards? Should I be claiming them right now? And they said that the bygone rewards are going to be getting dark crystals installed, and I think that's what it's talking about in the patch notes with the sequential phantasm. So I have not claimed my sequential phantasm yet. I have not claimed my bygone rewards yet. I'm just going to wait until Vera rolls over, and I'm going to see if I can squeeze out some extra rewards from that. So hopefully I can, and I hope that that strategy pays off for me. If you want to follow that strategy, you can, but it's up to you. This is kind of a gamble. It could work, could not work, but you know, hey, we're in a gacha, so I'm going for it, so we're going to see how it goes. And the second question that I had was about the packages resetting within the shop. So the packages up here in the top corner, I asked the question, you know, what's all gonna reset? Are we gonna get resets on the first time buyer rewards for like all this stuff? And the developers came back to us and said that no, the first time buyer rewards will not be reset, but the limited packs or limited packages will be reset except for the monthly. And I don't know what he meant by monthly, but maybe he was talking about this card, or maybe he was talking about the limited bundles down at the bottom. So I think what they mean by that is that these adventure packs are going to get reset and the rookie supplies. We'll have to see, or maybe something that's down below. I bought all the limited bundles, so I don't know if those will reset. So I think what he's talking about is these little things. I'm not sure why they would reset, but there's some resets coming on some different activities. So that's kind of some interesting information to kind of hear here. So now let's talk about my plans going forward, and I'll go ahead and show you what I got going on. So since we have confirmed that the weekly activity is good to go, I'm gonna go ahead and start claiming all of my weekly activity points. And I think I'm going to make sure that I cap out here, because I want to fully cap myself before the reset, since they said that all of these rewards are resetting and it's gonna be refreshed. That means that I can claim these and go ahead and cash in later. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect all of these up to 600. I'm gonna do some more work and push it to 900 before the reset, but I got plenty of time, so I'm not too worried. So before Vera, I would strongly recommend that you claim everything up to the 900 point category, so you can get the full rewards this week and then cash in extra when the Vera starts to reset on its own cycle. In addition to that, let's talk about the raids, because we had that raid ticket thing mentioned, and then we also have the current raids. I'm going to wait. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and wait, because there's a lot of unknowns. Like, what does that level 80 cap mean? Does it mean, oh, hey, you can rush to 80? If so, I'm going to be grinding a lot, and I'm going to try to unlock some of the higher level raids and do those instead of these lower level raids. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to all of my raids. I'm waiting for that, and I'm going to push that into the the next patch. And then in addition to the bygone phantasm rewards, I still have mine here. I'm gonna hold on to this as well as sequential phantasm. I'm not gonna claim, even though I have the 6,000 points required to get all my stuff, I'm just gonna wait and I'm gonna see what these dark crystal quote unquote changes are coming into there. So those are the things that I'm holding on to. So that's gonna be my preparation for Vera. I'm gonna say just go ahead and hold. That was the big question all over everywhere, was to hold or not to hold. What do we do? We're gonna hold for raid, we're gonna hold for bygone, and we are going to claim on the weekly activity rewards. That is the final verdict. And I did make a video yesterday, but I took it down because I didn't want to give out any misinformation or anything. And I know that all the information coming in was changing so fast because we had information from the Korean patch notes, and then we had the Spanish Twitter went ahead and tweeted out something for Tower of Fantasy, and there was all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So I was like, okay, better wait, be safe rather than sorry, right? So that's the plans there. So that's pretty much going to be it for that. Make sure to check me out live today, guys. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch at 1 p.m. That's right, 1 p.m. EST. I'm going to be giving out Tower of Fantasy codes, a lot of codes, because in addition to the codes I have, I got more codes from that creator little event on the 13th. So I got 500 more codes to give out. I got all kinds of stuff, and these are different codes, so they're gonna give extra goodies that will go past the cap limit of the previous rewards. So make sure to tune in through that. I'm gonna start giving out a lot of things on YouTube as well, Twitter and Discord. So make sure to follow me on all social medias. Those links are in the description down below, so you can keep track of everything. And hopefully we'll see you guys there. We're gonna start streaming early because we're preparing for the Vera launch. As soon as Vera is up, I'm gonna try to be there, but the 5 a.m. is a little rough, so I might wake up at like 10 a.m. and maybe start streaming or something like that. 5 a.m. is a little bit unreasonable. 10 a.m. sounds a little bit better. Maybe we can get up a bit before that, like 8 or 9. We'll see how it goes, but we're definitely gonna be streaming everything related to Vera, and since we have that creator challenge going, we're going to be investing a lot into that. So you're gonna see me on Twitch pretty much all day, every day. So stop by, collect some rewards, collect some codes, collect some Twitch drops, and we're gonna be having a good time. You're gonna see me do all of the Vera content first. I'm gonna mess it up first so you can learn from my mistakes, and we're gonna go ahead and have a blast doing so. All right, that's gonna be it for this one, everyone. Thanks for your time and watching the video. I truly appreciate that. If you enjoyed this information and content and feel that it was good for you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you feel I have earned it. And that's going to be it for me on this one. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next video.